spawning in the upper right. No, this is the north. He is our orange Terran. His name is Dean. Down in the bottom right, we have our red Zerg. Currently talking up another game right now. It is DotaTwoLAN. I think we're just going to call him Dota. It's going to be a lot easier for all of us. Alright, so there we go, guys. There's some advertisement to Blizzard in C. Let's get some barcrafts going in the Philippines. People want them. And a proxy hatchery straight away. This is in your face. As much as in your face as it gets, basically. Right next to the barracks, so the hatchery is going to come down. Can you actually get units through there? But anyway, it's happening, guys. There's a proxy hatchery going down in the main base. The Terran, he can't get through. Gonna have to make the barracks over here. And he's gonna see what he can do with this hatchery. But the problem is, though, I don't think Lings can squeeze through this gap either. So that means the Lings have to take down this or take down the barracks. And that's just not really gonna happen. The best he can do is have creep and maybe break it down and do something there. But anyway, on the other side here, Dota going for an extractor with his spawning pillars. They're going to have some gas, maybe some quick bailings to try and bust us all down. Then just not have anything, well, the creep will just won't allow anything else to build, if you get what I mean. I think that's what he's trying to get done here. But yes. Oh, if you're catching up now, I was meant to say Endo is one of our strongest C players, but at the moment it's just the Philippines qualifiers, so when we get to the main tournament we will start to see some of the C's best players in Legacy of the Void. Alright, so, bunkers finishing up here right next to that hatchery. Second, the creeped up barracks look hella crazy, that's nice. Anyway, bunker completely covered in creep, starts firing away, and this drone can't actually get anything done. Alright, this hatchery is really not done really anything worth its job at all. So the best thing this is going to be doing is just kind of creep spreading out this for a while and not allowing any more buildings to go down. Queen gets out as well. Starts burrow on this hatchery for some reason. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but Queen does get killed. He gets one Marine for his troubles. And now roaches will be making their way. No, these are being actually made right on the spot here. This is not looking too good here for Dota as he's trying to make it work. Oh, actually, that was a nice little target fire there from the Broodlings. They actually kill off quite a lot. Now there's only Marines in the back of the line, and these 3 roaches should be able to take care of these Marines if they actually all fight together, but they're not doing that just yet. 2 roaches going up to hide behind that mineral line. Another roach pops here to fight as well. 1 roach does get left on its lonesome here, so a little bit of a mistake here by Dota. He does have the right thing going for him, but just not really working it out correctly, and is taking a hatchery down to the gold, having a fight with an SCV down there, actually misplacing. I think that's a little bit misplaced. It looks a little bit off, those hexes. Roach is now getting to work on these SCVs. How many is he taking down? He's actually got an 8 SCVs so far. This Roach has actually been working out for him, but is it going to be enough to end the game here? And he's taken the gold base right down to the south here when he does have a gold base a lot closer to his main available to him. But it looks like he's finally being cleaned up. No more larvae. All the creeps basically cleaned up. And Dota unfortunately has to transition, and he's in a bit of a spot here. Alrighty, Lair coming down now as well. He's got the gas for that. The second gas coming down as well. He needs to... Actually, this counterattack is looking quite deadly. And he's actually going down because he knows about this hatchery. There was an SCV down here before. It really seems like... Just even looking at the minimap, it looks like it's a hex off. But anyway, the Marines and the Royals come down to try and kill this hatchery. And it won't get cancelled here. So this is going to be a dead hatchery, which is really unfortunate here for Dota. Alright, Link Speed is now on the way as well. After he gets his lair, now Marine coming out to scout the middle of the map while his buddies take down this gold hatchery here for Dota. And this is really rough. He's sending a drone, 1 drone over there to try and take this. Come on, Dota, you got another gold base here. Take that one. A Roach comes here to defend against the lone Roach. This is the hero Roach, guys. But a couple of Lings are popping out to help, trying to defend. Will he save it? No, he focuses down and he will get it. The Broodlings are going to have something to say about the escape though, and he's going to can't stop them for now. Lings are chasing this up, but they do not have their speed yet. They can peck away at these Marines as much as they want. But, Roach popping out as well. Not really anything going Dota's way after this proxy hatchery. Just not really working out for him. More and more units coming out here as well for Dean. And Dean looking quite strong, but this is a new follow-up coming up. Just one base Roach Hydra coming out here from Dota. As Burrow also on the way for him as well. As that got cancelled actually, or killed I should say, when the hatchery went down over here. But Ling has its speed, gets up in the main, actually gets himself an SCV kill there. Nightwick is killed so far, but Dean still maintains the worker lead. And he catches a drone trying to take a gold base, but this is quite a force coming straight through here. There's no stim, but this is few Marauders, and Roaches aren't really going to help too much against this, which is really unfortunate. There's an Evolution Chamber coming down, Spinecrawler coming down, just from the aggression that's coming across the map here from Dean. But Dean, you need to poke up, you need to go. This is your timing. There's nothing to defend. He's got all the units kind of sitting back at home. There we go. Now he comes up. The Roach is going to retreat and try and let the Spinecrawler finish, but here we go. Here comes the attack. Going to try and focus down the best he can. His Roaches are falling. The Marauders in the back just doing so much work. And there we go, a lone queen, drones are left, another Roach pops out here, the Marauders are just going to town absolutely everything here. 4 workers killed, he's aiming down, ooh, not really aiming at what he should be. And just more and more bio coming across the map here from Dean. He held on and now it's the counter attack doing the work here. And he's actually taking a command center down to the bottom right here, which is quite interesting to say the least. There's this is quite a force here from Dean. It was announced on the anniversary crescendo. That's all that matters. All right, so a nice trench use goes down. That spine keeps it alive. Rages is there, but this is a lot of bio he has to contend with. He's going in behind this Hydrogen, trying to do what he can. He's trying to focus down the Ravager, but not quite able to. The micro is a little bit iffy here, not really clicking on what he should be. His clicks are a little bit real right now. He's trying to go for that queen, but that queen's on creep, so he can run for a little while. He's now just fighting against a drone. So many drones starting to go down. More stuff coming across the map here for Dean as well. Focusing down the spawning pool as well. He's just moving his way around. So much damage to be had. Alright, so he's just going to chill himself over here. He's kind of trapped his units now, so he's in a little bit of a bad spot with the rest of his bio here, so he should be just taking the trades he can. While back at home, what's he got? He's still got 3 barracks producing stuff and rallied across the map. Now he's got himself another command center just kind of chilling over here, but a bunker coming up. This is just not really going well for both parties here, but Dean does have himself in a lead, I guess you could say. I mean, look at the money here for Dota. It's really not good. Check out that income difference. Gas coming in like crazy, but just nothing, unfortunately, for Dota, really. He's got 9 drones, and they're all in the minerals at the moment. It's still not really enough. But now he's got himself a bunker. Corrosive Bile is going to be the use here for Dota if he wants to break this out. Of course, there is that bunker. But he does have an SCV here to repair, which is really, really nice as well. And just more and more buyers slowly making their way across the map. A barracks and a factory coming along the line as well to add more units to this composition. He's going to do the best he can. Alright, combat shield coming down as well. Stim is actually done, so you can stim the bunker if it does come in. A nice scan goes down. But this SCV very happily repairing it. 700 gas in the bank though for Dean. What is he going to be spending this on? As he's only just got the factory now. No, nothing in terms of add-ons for it just yet. But lurkers are now on the way here from our lovely Zerg player. I think these are the first lurkers. The first lurker we'll see today. Oh, sorry, we have seen today. And it's going to do a pretty good job actually defending the ramp if it's just burrowed around here. And it's going to, yep, there we go, there's a burrow. This SCV has actually stopped repairing, and this bunker might just fall. Alright, so the base in the bottom right finally got some SCVs coming out. He's going to charge up the ramp, but the lurker doing so much work. So much damage done to that bio. He lost the bunker as well, which is really unfortunate, but he's going to stim after these Ravagers, try and kill them, but there is a lurker on the high ground and is doing some damage. Corrosive Bile trying to come down and support it as well. Combat shield's about to complete. No medivacs in sight yet. There's still no starport on the way here from our Terran. Alright, Pneumatize Carapace coming in as well here for our Zerg player. Can he try and make some Zerg drops work? It means it looks like he's got himself a drop overlord, but we'll see what's going to get done with it here. As 2 Hydralisks are about to spawn, so he can turn them into lurkers as well if he wants to as well. And yep, there we go, one's a lurker. Second one, will it be a lurker too? How much money is that? 50 and 100. He does have enough for a second lurker, but he just picks up a drone actually. I think that might have been a mistake. Yeah, he'd realise it now. But a scan goes down, he sees the overlord with the speed, and now sees the lurkers there on the top of the ramp. So this might see a little bit of a transition from Dean, hopefully. He's got the scouting information he needs. First tank is spawning and is making its way across the map. Alright, the lurkers have been picked up and they're going to be making their way across the map. But as I say this, like, oh, I suppose he is actually oversaturated here. So if the lurkers get into a good spot and Dean doesn't react, these lurkers could be quite painful. But this is a lot of bio here. There's only one locust on the ramp now. Sorry, one lurk on the ramp. Oh, Corrosive Bar picking up a few kills there. Okay, so lurkers coming around the north side of the map here. Going over that island expansion. He could use this overlord later to expand to this island base that it looks like no one wants at the moment. But incoming lurker drop could be very damaging here to Dean. He's paying attention. Is Dean paying attention though? And Burrow. No, he's not paying attention. These lurkers are going to go to work. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Not quite got the damage that he would have liked there, but still a lot of work is going down. 20 workers being in total. Scan going down in the main. And he sees lurkers at the top of the ramp there. Siege tank going down. The tank's... oh, this is going to do some damage. You can't quite kill the tank. The scan goes away, and now the lurker does a little bit more damage. Now it's just Spinecrawler and a couple of coins. Another lurker being morphed. And the lurkers are going to town the command center over here, but this is still a lot of bio left here for Dean. Even though the supply count's starting to even up a little bit, he's got to be careful. 10 lings out, no medevac support. There's a really low bio here. Siege in the background that is going to help out really nicely. This lurker is going to have to pop and go back underground immediately. Oh, is he going to burrow? He needs a burrow. No, he couldn't get a burrow, but Lynx and Hydra's trying to do their best to hold this off. He's getting on top of that siege tank. He is preventing the siege tank from shooting at them, but this is going to be quite a hard defense. But as I said though, oh wow, okay, he's held it off. He can unburrow the drones and get back to work now. Over on the other side, where did those lurkers go? They're in the middle of the map now. And there's still this huge mineral line down here that I don't think he has any idea of. Oh. This lurker just doing some damage now. I believe this is the only orbital. He does have a scan available to him, but not doing anything about it just yet. Lurkers... where did his other 2 lurkers go? Did he lose them? But Dota can now finally take an expansion and hopefully do it happily, as he's going in for a little bit of killing some reinforcements here. Now he's found... he should be able to find this base. No! He's going to be like, why there's marauders going down here? But he wants to take the gold base, as I believe this is where the drone's coming to. Yes, it is. The lurker is now in range of the orbital command, but there is units in position, so once this pops up, he can scan it and put away this lurker. There we go. He stims for it. That was really worth it. He takes himself another base. Actually, that's the main orbital, I believe, that's flying down over here. Yes, it is. And... oh, lurker's still going to work over here. Doing actually a really nice job getting some damage down. Lings are trying to follow it up. Do the damage they can, but taking marauders going to take a while to take them down. But, oh man, it's so annoying for Dota here. If you can't find this map and this base, it's going to be really a struggle. Because this is where all the SCVs are basically right now. So if he takes down the SCVs, well, this is basically it. And he's going to find it. He finds it. So where are his units? What is he going to make? He's got 700 minerals, but he just hasn't really got any larvae to spend this on, because he actually has 0 larvae. Ooh, that hurts. Because he hasn't remade his queen in the main, so he's not getting that larva inject, so he's getting 1 bit of larvae at a time, which is really rough for him. Gold base going to go down. He's going to burrow here to try and keep it alive. Roach is going to help out where it can. Stops this bunker going up, which is nice. Need to reposition the lurker to sit right next to the base here. But anyway, What is going on here for our mates? Dota. He's got some lings up in the main, not really doing too much at the moment. The drone count for Dota is still very much a struggle with 12 drones on the map. He's making a big barracks wall down here at this base. He's taking a base down here as well. These lings are making their way in. There's actually no protection. Oh no, go for the SCVs. Dota, you don't need to take down that turret. SCVs are your priority here. But he's going to go for the turrets. Alright, trying to do the best he can though with what he's got. And the SCVs are making their way back to a... lurkers! Oh, some nice split micro there. Saves a few workers, but he did lose a fair little bunch there. That was quite a lot of workers actually lost. How many did he lose? He had 25 over there. Let's do some quick maths, guys. He lost 7 workers. 7 workers to that lurker sitting in the middle of the map, and now he's got another one. There is siege tanks in position. He's got to be careful though coming forward here with his lurkers. He's got himself a gold base. There's a command center sitting out in the middle of nowhere that's rallied to come all the way back over here. Alright, lurkers getting to work. That Marauder gets absolutely pummeled. Alright, +1 attack is actually the only attack upgrade that's been finished here, but +2 is on the way. The idea is right for Dota here, but he's just having a big struggle getting back into this game. Lurkers... What is this Lurker doing? Oh, it's taking down a turret. It gets cancelled. He's keeping an eye on that one. Nicely done. And Lings are just kind of camping up here. And they're actually... the CC is going to be making its way over here. It's like, why are there Lings here? Ling finds himself a supply depot. Lurker's still going to work at this barracks over here. Is it actually hitting it? Oh, it's just out of actual damage range. Oh, there we go. Now it hits it. Oh, nice reaction time there. He's actually going to get this Lurker away. Out of the scan range and back to attacking. Oh, but another scan. Will ruin his day there. The Lurker gets taken down. And another Lurker just outside of the range here. Oh, he's taking some hits. Another scan though. Lurkers will fall. And Dota, I mean, he has bases now, but he's just got nothing. Oh, actually, he has got the gold, so he has actually got a fair bit of money, but this base is pretty much toast. There's not really much defense against this. Queen and the Lynx are all going to fall. Stim focusing down this hatchery, and it is gone. Is this? Oh, he's actually got a few lurkers sitting. He could catch the retreat here. Okay. So, guys, this is the Philippines qualifier for a tournament. It is an open qualifier, so all leagues are accepted into this tournament. So it's all right. It's proving a little bit entertaining how scrappy it is. But here we go. Marauders and Marines absolutely annihilating that mineral line. Lurker's trying to get in there burrow, but he loses one, unfortunately. Tank is going to fall. A little bit of miss micro there. Link's going to try and do what they can to clean up, but not going to happen. Where are the rest of the drones here? And oh, he's actually mining out gas in the main, almost. He's still got one geyser going. Got some links here to defend. This orbital command's coming down to this bottom right hand corner once again, but old mate Dean, he's got himself a pretty solid place in this game. 80 supply. Lurker's doing the best they can against this army, and he actually almost cleans it all up. And there should be the cleanup. And down it goes. Alright, Hydralisk actually find this orbital command out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to defend against this, or defend this orbital, I should say, and this should fall. I want to say. Yeah, he's going to go around. But there's actually, big bioball over here. Alright, so big stim here on this hatchery. It's definitely going to go down this one. Over on the left hand side here, this orbital going to fall to a couple of Hydralisks, which is a little bit unfortunate for him, but some lurkers coming in to try and defend what was the last mining base, you could say. But Stim coming forward on top of these lurkers. The lurkers still getting a lot of work done, but that's it. GG, well played. And Dean will take game number 1. Alright, so a bit of scrappy play there for game number 1. Let's see what they have in store for us in game number 2. So that game started off with Proxy Hatchery against a Terran in the main base, which is don't see that too often, guys. So give them that credit. They're bringing some entertainment. But yeah, we'll see what our next map is going to be. Alright, so yeah, awesome. Alright, so just Dean calling Dota 2 a cheeser with that proxy hatch replay to start it off, but once he held it off, Dean kind of choked Dota out of the game, but he just a little bit of mismanaging his units, just allowing the lurkers to keep him in the game. But Dota will pick Moonlight Madness for our second game. So let's get that going. Alright, so another big map for these guys to play on. Well, actually a big map for these guys to play on, I should say. The Dash and Terminal, not really a big map. But it's going to be interesting. There's so many proxy locations, so many different crazy things that can happen on this map. There's just so many bases available as well. So we'll see what's going to go down here on game number 2. Just waiting for Dean to ready up and we're going to start it off. And the countdown has begun. Alright. So, we saw at the start of last game, we saw a proxy hatchery come down from Dota 2. See what he's got in store for us in game number 2 and see if it's a little bit more successful for him this time around. Dean even might have something crazy to go under his sleeve as well. Like, we've got those abusable little spots for siege tanks as well, and Moonlight Madness, of course, but we'll see. Anyway, spawning in the upper right, he won the first game. It is the Orange Terran Dean. Spawning in the bottom left, we have our blue Zerg. Played some wacky stuff in the first game. Looks like he's going for it again. It is DotaTwoLAN. Alright. He's coming in here, he's got the money. Is he actually going to pull it off? Because if he puts it in the back corner over here, he's looking for it. He's looking for it.
Dinner's ready? No. Okay.
And he's going to make a proxy hatchery down at the natural base here. Okay. So. Did that actually get scouted? Yes, he did see it. Okay. So this is the hatchery going down over here. This time it's not going to get completely hammered down. It's going to be CC first against a proxy hatchery. Whoa, Dean, are you crazy? He's very confident in holding this off as spawning pool is coming down as well. Gas is coming down. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, the back door is basically open. He's trying to wall... Oh, okay, he's missed the wall. So this hatchery is going to be available here to just make stuff. He's trying to make a wall off happen, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. As this hatchery, about 3/4 of the way complete. Spawning pool completing up as well. He's getting his gas for his ling speed. Or will it be his roach play again? The signature proxy hatch roaches out here from Dota. Okay, it's going to be the roach play. The roach run comes down here from Dota, so he's going for the proxy hatchery roach play once again. Queen coming down. There is a wall trying to be constructed here by Dean, and the barracks, the first barracks, is only just finishing up now, whereas Spine Crawler coming down, so he can protect this hatchery, which is really nice. He's going to have a queen out as well for injects, so roaches are going to be aplenty coming out of this proxy hatchery, and this could be very devastating here for Dean. I think he's kind of misread the situation. Alright. So Roach Warren does complete. He can start his roach production here as well, getting himself another spine crawl to keep this hatchery alive as roach production begins. Is there a bunker coming down? No, just more and more barracks to defend against this. Is this a wall? I'm not really sure, but anyway, queen at the front, another queen coming down. Roach is being produced already. There is a larvae there for him to pick up and play with. And he's just going to be mucking around with this hatchery here. Alright, cool. He's a little bit low on minerals. I think he may have needed to drone up just a little bit more. I mean, he's got larvae back here that he could have spent on larvae. Completely saturate this and get a little bit more going for him. But he's going to creep up towards this main base. He's not looking to actually take down these rocks. Now, this is what his marine should be doing. He has the high ground. Sit in the corner here, take down these rocks, and then he's got a double wall that he has to try and break through, which gives you more and more time. So anyway, he's going to creep up more to the front. The spine crawlers are going to start leapfrogging forward. He's got plenty of roaches as well. He's going to try and make this happen. He needs to go as soon as possible. He's got plenty of roaches, of course, but now he's got 2 queens to support. He can actually take something down, and here we go. Now the roaches come up the ramp. There's not too much bio here to protect. He needs to find something to break down. No, the roaches just aren't getting anything done. No, back off, get out of the range. There we go. Bring the spine crawlers forward. He's actually going to creep up on this left-hand side here. Quite nice. But anyway, let's see how this goes. The roaches are trying to do their best, trying to break through what they can. If he can take down the supply depot, it might be huge for him. But he has got a repair going down. That spine crawler trying to come down, trying to add to it here, but he can't quite find the correct placement. But spine crawler just eating away. Dean is actually very, very low on funds right now, trying to keep this bunker alive. Second spine crawler starting to wail away on this bunker as well. And roaches actually going up against the bio. This is a bit of a mistake here by Dean, keeping his bio, letting him attack there. Still can't quite break through. One of the spine crawlers has fallen, which is nice for him. And this attack is just not really working here for Dean. He hasn't really got a transition at this point. He's going to try and find himself another way out and try and break in the other way, but there's already a wall going up over there. Scan going down to break the creep spread, and now to break down the wall. But I think Dota's quite happy with this because he's going the back way out. Third command center coming down as well here for Dean as well. He's very confident in holding the rest of this off, even though this attack is still coming out here from Dota. Even getting himself some burrow to play some burrow move. Okay, so getting some extra drones now. Looks like he's finally, actually he's getting it for more and more gas. Interesting, a little play here. Getting a spine crawler back at home just in case there is a bit of a counterattack, but SCVs are just kind of moving out onto the map. All these roaches are actually going to catch a big bio ball in the middle here, and this is going to be quite nice here for Dota. He's going to catch out so much bio. Oh, it doesn't lit fire. And there's not really a wall here. He can just walk straight through this. Take down the supply depot, supply block your opponent. The idea is right, let's get up this wall, get rid of this bunker and push on forward on this bio. The roaches can take down all of this. He just needs to keep stepping forward with his roaches, and that's what he's going to do. And the rest of the bio is starting to fall. This is looking pretty grim here for our Terran opponent. Looks like we might be going to a game 3 and a GG is being called. And he starts burrow dancing. GG. Alrighty, game number 2 completes, guys. We're going to the third game between these two players, and the last remaining map, I believe, was where is it? What was the last map? It's going to be Terraform. Terraform going to be an interesting map to see what Dota's got planned for him. Is he going to proxy hatch once again? Okay. Man, I love that music, but it's going to have to go off. It's very hard. Alright, let's get ready to go for this game number 3. The lobby is set up, just waiting for the ready up here from both players, and we'll be able to start game number 3. There we go, both players are ready to go. And we can get into game number 3 in this series. So let's see what the rest of the bracket's doing. Do a big refresh on that sucker. And let's see what's going on. Alrighty, so Ram versus Lee Su is going on. The winner of this series goes on to play Arcanthiel, and Arcanthiel, quite a strong player. So I think Arcanthiel should have the advantage going in over these two players, but we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, the game begins. A drone has not left the base just yet. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so spawning in the upper left, we have the orange Terran. It is Dean. Here you go, guys. Blizzard C. Listen to this guy. You guys need some barcrafts, apparently. Help him out. And down in the bottom right, pledging for some barcrafts in the Philippines, it is DotaTwoLAN. Right. Alrighty, so he is coming up into the base once again. He doesn't have actually, he has placed it. This SCV isn't going to block it, and down it goes. The proxy hatchery play comes out once again. Okay, so this is going to be rough once again here for Dota, as this hatchery is going to go down no problem at all, and Pool coming back down on the other side of the map. When is he going to get his gas this time? What's he going to do? What has he got in store? Oh boy. Barracks come down right in the face of this hatchery. Is that actually, this is quite smart, because if the larvae are going to pop down here, they can't escape. Whatever units he makes, he's not going to be able to get out of this little corner here, I believe. Not sure if this is a complete tight wall in this little spot here, but we'll see. I don't think roaches can get through there, so if he does go for roaches, it's not going to work for him, as he is got his gas coming down now. The bunker is coming down as well, so he's going to have a rough time actually pulling this one off, Dota, as he hasn't gone for the CC first this time, Dean. He's got Marines on the... Actually, Marauder starts straight away. He knows what his needs to defend this. He's seen it a couple of times before, guys. He knows what he's doing. Alright, so another drone heading out onto the map here for Dota. I'm not sure where he's heading. He's looking for this bottom left-hand corner, I think. But we'll see. First Marauder going to finish, going to go into that bunker, going to be completely uncontested now. He's going to try and make a drone to make a spine crawler, but not really going to happen. Too much DPS from that Marauder will send that drone packing. And there isn't actually a complete tight wall there. Another barracks trying to go down to set up SimCity around this. And he's going to take the gold base on the other side of the map. Interesting play here by Dota. But a Queen is going to pop out. There's really not much to defend. He's got Ling out. Oh, okay. He just kind of goes out of the range of the bunker. No harm done. He's got a Queen, actually a Marine that he can fight over here. Take down whatever units he can. Marine is now in the bunker as well. And Lings are going to come out, try and do what they can, try and bypass the bunker, get as much done as they can. Everything's going to have to come out of the bunker if it's going to survive. And the Lings are actually doing some quite nice work. The Queen is going to fall, though. It's a little bit unfortunate. And he gets some Marine before it goes back into the bunker. Nice little pick up there. And another bunker about to come down. But it looks like he has been held at this point. Another Queen going to try and pop out. Lings are going to... Oh, nice little play there, but there's a... He can escape through there. He's going to start focusing down those SCVs, but just not really working out for him at all here. He's going to try and get us around, try and kill this bunker before it goes up, but not really working out. 2 bunkers going to complete now in the main base, and Lings have got nowhere to run. Alright, a couple more Lings do spawn out, but Dean looking in a commanding position in this game. There is a gold base complete. He is making drones at it, so it looks like he is going to start mining from this gold. And, well, yeah, we're going to see Dean mining from 2 bases. Alright, Leia coming up back at home here for Dota. He has been finally cleaned up in the main. The creep is the only thing left to go. And that will wipe the rest of Dean out of the main base. But this gold base is something that needs to be contested here, and it looks like he's going for a bit of a walk here, Dean. He needs to get rid of this. Second CC about to come down here from Dean, so he didn't spend too much money this time and kept himself in the game. Leia about halfway done. 2 Evo chambers are complete, so... Oh, okay. Double factory coming down here from Dean. What are his thoughts this time around? But he's going to find this gold base. He sees it here with these two Marines, so he might see a bit of a direction change with the units. Or is he just going to go for the throat here, Dean? It looks like that is going to be his option. And there's not really anything to defend. There's a queen and two lings about to spawn. This is going to be quite devastating here for Dota as Dean comes up this ramp with a few units. He can even build a bunker, I think he can get away with it. SCV getting in on the action here as well. And into the drone line, and there's nothing really he can do about it. 14 lings are on the way, but not before he loses a whole bunch of drones. This is the big transfer going down to that gold base in the bottom left there. But a lot, actually, this could turn out to be a bit of a base trade, but it's not going to really kind of favour our friend Dota, as terrain buildings can float, unfortunately. But he's transferring over to the gold to try and keep himself in this game. He's got his spawning pool still alive, and actually, he's coming home with most of his units. And there were units at home here for Dean. He's got 3 barracks. He's producing from them all, and they're getting the job done. And now he's got a tech lab available to him. He's even got a reactor going down. Is this going to be Bully Flame Hellion? Ling catching some units in the middle of the map, but they're not speedlings, unfortunately, but he still gets a surround on these units, and he will clean them up. Not too bad, not too bad. And now Dota 2 is sitting on a gold base economy, I guess you could call it, and he still has his lair back at home. There is a single Marine playing around in this main base. It's going to take a while for it to actually kill anything off. And a Hydra's coming down, Hydra's den coming down again, so it looks like it's going to be the lurker play once again here from Dota to try and keep himself in this game. But this Overlord got itself into a tight spot. It needs more Marines to take this down, because once it becomes an Overseer, it can kind of escape. Oh, and there it goes. Alright, Lurker coming down here from Dota. Wants to put those Lurkers to use again, but we have double factory coming down here from Dean this time. He can afford it, as he's been able to basically keep his economy running now. And now he's got 2 CCs. Going to be going Hellion Siege Tank. And then Stim behind this as well. But he's coming down to try and hit up this gold base. There's really not too much stuff down here to defend against, and this is a big fireball. Takes down pretty much all the remaining forces here. 8 supply and attacking units right now, and I believe it's not really much, and it's not in the right position. A lot of drones go down straight away there. Now he's focusing down that gold base. The transfer back to the other main is happening, and it looks like that marine got cleaned up. Blinkcaller doing a decent job, but he's been zoned out. Hydra's coming to defend, but actually, Hydra's getting some free damage kind of there. And now some Broodlings gonna pepper away. A little bit of damage down. Hydra's actually doing quite a decent job there at pushing that army away, and now the drones can finally go back to mining in that main base. Unfortunately, no more gold base economy for Dota, but he does have his yeah, I was going to say he does have his lurker den now, but the problem is he just doesn't really have gas. He needs to put some workers back in the gas if he wants to make more of these. Takes a base a little bit off hex again. I think he missed it. Alright, so this game, man. Stim about to finish up here for Dean. His fireball is looking pretty nice. He's now got siege tanks, he's got hellbats to support, but it looks like it's going to be mass lurker. Or an attempt at mass lurker. Where did it go? It's around somewhere. There he is. Okay. Hiding next to a creep tumor, and this is, unfortunately, it's going to be making its way back to the main base. The lurker has a little bit of a highway to run along as well. No, yeah, use the creep highway to head back home. But as scan goes down, it's going to start clearing up creep. The lurker is making its way back to try and do what it can. Another lurker being morphed in here at this gold location. But Spineclaw doing the best it can. Here comes the lurker, getting right up in the face. The scan will be able to go down momentarily, but a nice little transfuse there to keep that lurker alive. And he will have to unsiege and back off for now. And Dota actually getting away with a couple of bases here in the background. One at another gold base location. And one in the upper right. So definitely not wanting to keep his units close to his bases there. Finds himself a changeling. Gonna find another one. SCV gets a kill this time around. And he starts transferring over to that gold base. He's even got gas to back him up this time, so more and more lurkers actually coming down here from Dota. He's going to try and secure himself a third base location, but he doesn't have the money for that base just yet. Dota actually floating quite a bit of minerals, and he will start doing that now, I guess, because he's got himself a fourth hatchery coming down here, Dota. But this attack coming across the map, there's really nothing but lurkers to defend against this. And he's going to find himself a lurker in the middle. And that is done. That's a Hydra's gone as well, no cancel. Scan goes out to try and clear up some spread, clear up some creep, and march forward. But this lurker doesn't quite burrow in time. It does get picked up. And the lurker's trying to do what they can to chase this up, but he can scan this, and it looks like he will. Lurkers are all cleaned up. That's really all that's left in the army for Dota right now. He's making 3 more Hydras, but they're quite a far away, and it looks like he's going to go for the throat here. The lair is basically naked at this point. And that drone gets pile drive before he can get himself. Oh, and he sees the Evo chamber that is researching. He's going to try and fix it down, but he goes for the drone instead, and that is a better choice, of course. No stim needed right now. The siege tank's going to try and do their best, try and clean up the best they can, and go for the spawning pool. No, go for the Hydra, the lurking den. That's your problem with this game. The lurkers have basically kept Dota 2 in this game for so long. And the SCV still joining the fray here. This lair is going to fall. More units moving out into the map here for Dean. And Ling's actually just kind of getting work done for free here. But now they'll get cleaned up. More units coming down to try and find this gold base location. He will find it. There are 2 spine crawlers up here already, which is quite nice. Spawning pool is being remade, but it has been found and will be taken out. More units heading up to the top right. He's got units heading every which way to basically kill off the rest of Dota 2's units. He's up by a 50 supply. 2 spawning pools coming down as he's going to lose himself another one. No cancel, he says, as he goes in deep. Stim goes down to try and kill off the spine crawler before it burrows. He's going very hard out for the defense, but the Stim Marine's going even after drones now. This base is going to fall over here. And Dean is just trying to clean up wherever he can. He's cleaning up the spine crawlers over here. He loses the rest of his army over here, which is a little bit unfortunate. Takes down this base. More units kind of heading around to the south here. There's really no purpose coming down here. He needs to take down this gold base and take this base up to the north here. Spawning pool finally completed once again here for Dota, so he can make his queens and lings once again. And he just needs to converge his units and go for a bit of an attack. If he gets all of his units together and hits this base, these spine crawlers just don't stand a chance. Ling's going for a little bit of a counter-attack. Oh wow, these Hellions would have been very useful as well in the attack. He's got this tank as well, defending back at home just in case of any counter-attack. And he fooled me. Alright, so this unit comp just kind of sitting in the middle of the map here for Dean. He's up by 60 supply and he's not really making his presence known on the map with this amount of units. He's got all these Hellions, all these even Hellbats here, engineering bay being built willy-nilly. And here we go. Here comes an attack on this base. Sieging up as well. Sieging up one of his tanks. He's setting up the splits on his siege tanks as well. Gonna let them go to work on that spine crawler, and now he has control of this side of the base. +1 carapace, not going to finish here. Oh, 8 clicks in. That was an accident. Oh, that's what it would have been. It would have been the Brooklings coming forward and the siege tank just obliterated that tank. A little bit unfortunate there. Oh, not getting in range of vision there for those changelings to spawn either. And this army, just bring it across the map. Dean, you can do it, mate. And it's over. He's going to step forward though and try and take out this hatchery. Yeah, Spinecrawler not going to be too much use at this point. Only less than 100 health left on that bugger as he's going to go for the spawning pool once again, but little does he know, there is another spawning pool up to the northern base location up here in the top right. And he will focus down this hatchery. This army back at home, he's got himself a 3 base economy as well here, Dean. Well, 2 base. And the Marauders and Hellions just kind of chilling back. If he brings his units out, he's just kind of obliterates whatever's left. A drone coming across the map now here for Dota, trying to take another expansion, but going to be caught. Or not. Alright, here comes the rest of the army here from Dean, and this should spell the end as soon as Dota 2 sees this army coming across the map. He's going for an attack. Dota 2 Dean not really paying attention, and loses a couple of his things there, but keeps the tank alive, which is really nice for him. These units up to the top, he's going to sandwich in this last base. There is a lair up here as well, actually. Didn't see that one coming down, but he's protecting this siege tank the best he can. Drones taking shots. Even a Link's taking shots as well, but this army, lots of hell bets. If this is on A move, oh, those drones will die as well. He's actually somehow snuck a drone out and will be taking the gold base once again down here to the south. And here he goes. He can stim this army as well, take down this layer with ease, but not going to stim, doesn't need it right now. And this should spell the end. I mean, Dota's been on 21 supply for how long now? 100 supply now for Dean. I suppose once he figures out where everything is, he's actually sending most of his army back to defend against a couple of Lings attacking his 4th command center. There's a GG, well played, and Dean will move forward in the tournament. GG. Alright guys, that's the end of that series.